Yo, how are we doing today, chat? How are we doing today, chat? I hope y'all are doing good as usual. Today we are reacting to how Nadia went from Warzone Pro to OnlyFans. If you don't know who Nadia is I guess was a female Warzone streamer slash pro, but I think got exposed for cheating in her videos or like having or like using bot lobbies to get really high kills, something like that. But yeah, she's doing OnlyFans now, which I guess she's doing OF now, which I did not know. So we're finna see what led this once Warzone pro to become OF one of OF's ugliest models because like she's not attractive, so I don't know why she decided to do OnlyFans. Ugly hoes don't need to do OnlyFans.
When people talk about cheaters in the gaming industry, their careers usually end after they've been exposed, with them getting banned from the game and a viral clip of them cheating usually being the last people ever hear of them. I mean, you can go and ask Clara.
Wait, what the f? Clara!
But very rarely does someone manage to turn cheating allegations into an entire career, managing to still even get invited to gaming tournaments. And if that sounds
Nadia, yeah. I was finna say, well, obviously it's about Nadia, but I was finna say that. I was also finna say, yeah, like when he said the gaming event, I was finna say, yeah, didn't Nadia like still get invited to like the Warzone rank something? Like they had the top Warzone, all the top Warzone players like going in one lobby, and Nadia was there, but it was after she got exposed. After she got exposed cheating, but then it was like I feel like they did that because like the clip of the game is literally like all of Nadia clips. That whole game is Nadia getting shitted on, like literally her getting smacked up with the. Like, I feel like they invited her to that because she'd be seeming like she would go against Warzone pros, but really be having cheats. So they made her go against the Warzone pros without them cheats.
insane? Well, that was the life of Nadia. But somehow, even after defying all of the odds, she still managed a way to fumble it, practically losing all of her viewers, having to launch a career in more unsavory parts of the internet. So the question is, what exactly happened to Nadia and how did she end up this way? Well, to figure that out, we first have to go back to 2021, which was the era
when
of
Warzone was actually good. When Warzone and Rebirth was actually like when I enjoyed playing Warzone.
Call of Duty Warzone. During this time period, Call of Duty Warzone was peaking, with the game amassing over 100 million registered players, and in-game events garnering streams of over 1 million people watching at the same time. And when a game has an audience
150 niggas drop on that map. Yeah, I think Rebirth came like what 2022. I really thought Rebirth came earlier.
and player base of that size, that means it is a perfect opportunity for new content creators. And on June 28th of 2021, Nadia would take advantage of that, posting her first video titled, "This female gamer just beat the world record." In this video, she claims to drop 44 kills in a Warzone match to get a new world record. And being that she was a girl, this would start to gain her a lot of attention. And as a result of this attention, she would continue going down this path months later.
Y'all remember Phase 1 merch I used to when like I don't know what old YouTube channel it is. I think I deleted the video, but I posted I've done a Phase 1 submission before. It was with Fortnite. I've done a Phase 1. I made a whole montage off my PlayStation, my PS4, uploaded it, and that was my Phase 1 submission merch. But then Lacey and all them got accepted, so
with her first stream on Twitch claiming that she matched the world record in kills, with her getting 47 in one match. Now, as we know by now, just being good at the game won't grant you an audience. However, if you're a semi-attractive girl, that kinda cancels that out. Obviously, competitive gaming is a
bro. Shorty looks like a nigga. Semi-attractive, bro. No, hell, bro. She looks like it.
male-dominated field, so when someone like Nadia comes along and brands herself as the best female Warzone player, she was able to easily etch out her own lane. You can also see this branding in a bunch of her early titles on YouTube videos, like Best Female.
And we're back. I feel like that's like one of the reasons why like she really fell off game, because like she made that her whole personality. You're a girl that plays Warzone. Like, okay, gang, we get it. Then other girls started playing Warzone, and those girls are actually good. You were ass, so yeah, you got
Female player, 27 kills, Fortunes Keep solos. Female world record, 45 kills, Fortunes Keep, and a bunch of other
what the
videos.
hell is a female world record? At the time, you was probably the only female playing Warzone.
And these videos weren't specific to YouTube, because at the same time, she was also growing her TikTok, where she posted a bunch of her skill gameplay, like 3v1 clutches, 4v1 clutches, and TikToks where she leaned into the cute gamer girl aesthetic.
All gamer girls are ugly or fat.
Yeah, I can't play this part because of copyright, but you guys get the point. She was leaning into an audience that's very easy to gain a following in, and as you can probably guess,
horny niggas. She was looking for horny niggas. That's all she was looking for, man. She was looking for freaked out niggas who don't do nothing but sit and goon all day.
the comments were a bunch of thirsty guys saying things like, sheesh, let's play though. Simps assemble. Alright, bet. So when we playing, I'm on every day, catch some vibes and some dubs. And through this kind of marketing, mixed with the skilled gameplay, over time, she was able to amass a large following. Her videos began pulling in tens of thousands of views, and as Call of Duty Warzone continued to grow in popularity, so did her audience. Her streams on Twitch also started to grow exponentially. From this chart, you see that her average views were relatively low for a while, and then there was a sharp increase where she started to gain and average thousands of viewers at a time, with her peak around this time being a max of 14,000 viewers. And all of this was simply from Warzone. She even started catching the attention of people who were OGs in the Call of Duty space like FaZe Rug, with him responding to a tweet about her saying, "Dude,
FaZe Rug is glazing." Nah, but nigga, you see her, you would have seen her clips, you would actually thought she was
dude,
dope.
she's actually so good. I see her stuff on TikTok all the time and she's insane." And with recognition like that, I think it's valid to say that Nadia was becoming a staple in the Warzone community. However, this is also a
I'm still hitting the fact that he said semi-attractive game. Like, she's not attractive at all. Like, what the hell is this nigga talking about?
From the
You must not get no buns.
time where things started to take a turn.
Nigga
Because
said
although
she's
things for her numbers wise and reputation wise were increasing, rumors about her gameplay throughout the internet started to spread, and they were spreading fast. A lot of her viewers and critics alike began slowing down her clips and watching them very closely frame by frame, and pointing out instances
You can tell she be looking at something else, or you could tell like just
where her aim and tracking looked very, very suspicious. You can see on this Reddit post under the forum r/streamers cheating, where the viewers clipped Nadia's gameplay and discussed whether or not she was using cheats because her aim seemed to look like it's snapping. For a bit of context, snapping is a term often used when talking about cheaters and shooters because it refers to the player's crosshair instantly locking onto the enemy in a way that looks unnaturally fast and like precise. And this usually only
Oh, this is Symphony, no wonder.
happens when the person has aimbot. Here's an example of someone on TikTok showing off their own custom aimbot. And I want you guys to remember how this gameplay looks, because we're going to compare this to the Reddit clip that they posted for Nadia. And the only thing that's really important here is you can see how the crosshair locks onto the enemy and it doesn't leave. Now, if we compare this footage to Nadia's, we kind of see the same exact thing.
You can clearly see the gang. You can clearly see the gun go from shooting this first nigga that's finna run out right here, to shooting this nigga behind him. And like the way it snapped. Oh, it snapped. She didn't look. You literally can't look over there that fast. Her sensitivity isn't that fast, because if it was, it would be that fast in the other parts of the video. But it's not. That does not happen that fast. And like the way it jerked over there, that's snapping.
As you can see from this clip, Nadia's crosshair locks onto the other enemies after she's done shooting. And the person who clipped this even put it in different forms of slow-mo just to emphasize the point. In the comments, another person even had something similar to say when they said, "I tuned into her stream based on Twitch recommendations today. This was the first game I watched. Turned her channel off after I saw this. Watch her aim drag towards the player through walls."
Marking new safe zone. Gas is inbound.
map. And I'm pretty sure they're talking about this clip right here, where her crosshair drags to where the person is behind the wall. Even though there's no possible way she could have known that the person was there. There were even—
Hold on, wait. Let me break down this clip real quick. Hold on. Because I'm not, me personally, I'm not saying no forms. I'm just saying a basic play here. That's the only place you could probably go to. And there's more area outside than inside, and it's a small circle.
And I'm pretty sure they're talking about this clip right here, where her crosshair drags to where the person is behind the wall. Even though there's no possible way she could have known that the person was there. There were even critics—
I mean, okay. That's stupid. I'm not, this clip she was—
even though like there's no—
right here, this is probably a pure clip.
Possible way
like they're saying that
known that the person was there.
Right there.
There were
like, you really like with Warzone, you really can tell, because like, especially if your audio is loud enough and your headphones are good enough, you can hear shit like that. Now, I'm not saying she wasn't cheating, but me personally, I don't think she's cheating.
Even critics that attempted to identify the kind of aimbot Nadia was using, with their best guess being that she had lower torso aim, which stemmed from the fact that she usually shot people in the stomach.
She had like 40 kills, just lower torso. And if you watch Stir Fox gameplay of it, it looks exactly the same. There's no difference. So there's no such thing as lower torso aimbot. There is aimbot set to the lower torso.
And after some of these critics would actually download an aimbot to test this theory, putting the settings on stomach aim, the results would be eerily similar to Nadia's gameplay.
Nadia was cheating. Oh my god. Yo.
He was.
Like, I knew she got exposed for it, but people, I never did my research into it. But,
So now that we know what the aimbot version looks like, let's compare this to Nadia.
Go up to our left or right.
Mac in the torso.
40. No, I hope he doesn't kill me.
Wow. Wow.
For some reason, her tracking and aim looks perfectly tailored towards the lower half of the body, which is exactly what the critics were saying. And surprisingly enough, this wasn't even the only aimbot test critics tested on Nadia's gameplay. Because in another scenario, they tested Nadia's aimbot for snapping on certain parts of the map.
So right here, Nadia aimbot was about to pick up this player that was in front of her, and then her aim violently starts hitting the rock, not passing the rock at all, but just starts hitting right through the edge. And if you actually continue watching, you would realize that Nadia did not even notice there was a player there until she looked up at the minimap.
Tino RW's argument is that Nadia's aimbot picked up on someone even before she—
And that's smart. Wow. He actually made a good point right there.
realized it, and as a result, that caused her aim to violently snap to the right without her even realizing it. So as a result, he decided to download aimbot himself to test this theory. And surprise, surprise, when he tested, he got almost an identical match to Nadia's gameplay.
Now here, Stir Fox has his aimbot set to friendlies, and you can already see that his aimbot is doing the exact same thing that Nadia's aimbot was doing, trying to lock onto my player model behind the rock and him not shooting, just to see if the same pattern would occur. And if you actually play these side by side, which I will do, you can see that her aim literally lines up in the exact same position.
Listen, it's called Connect Team, and it's insane. I don't do schedules or timesheets manually anymore. I don't.
Alright, and we're back, but like, wow, that's crazy.
Using the exact same gun.
So based on some of these theories and tests alone, there was definitely a valid argument that Nadia was cheating in her streams. However, although all of these people from around the internet accuse her of cheating, at the end of the day, these were still just allegations. Regardless though, it seemed like Nadia wanted to clear the air. So because of that, Nadia would respond to the cheating allegations in a YouTube video titled, "The Truth About Me Cheating."
Hi YouTube, in this video I really want to address the cheating allegations that are made against me.
To sum up this video, So, firstly, Nadia completely denies cheating altogether and explains that she's just good at the game.
I want to first say that I have never cheated and I never will.
She also goes into the point that she's been playing Call of Duty for a long time and that she's just now only being accused of cheating because she's blowing up in popularity. She also attributes a lot of the cheating allegations to the fact that she's a woman, arguing that much of the backlash comes from sexism within the male-dominated gaming space rather than from legitimate concerns.
Women do this again, but like, don't start trying to use, oh, they only saying this because I'm a woman to your advantage. Because like, you realize, like, shit, bro, like, shut that shit up, man. You was cheating, my nigga. I feel like you a cheating YouTuber again. The best you could do is be honest about it, apologize about it, and move on with your life. Like FaZe Jarvis, merch, and then a little Peem. The reason nobody really hated on FaZe Jarvis for cheating is because FaZe Jarvis was cheating for a, like, specifically for a video. Other than that, FaZe Jarvis didn't cheat. All right? Which I feel like, bro, Nadia should have played Fortnite.
About her gameplay.
I also do want to talk about the problem that is going around of me being a female in a male dominant industry. I know that many people in the community, many guys, Zealand
Hands on niggas. I ain't playing with you, boy. Like this motherfucking video if I hit your ass up with this motherfucking Drake, nigga. I ain't playing with you, nigga. You heard, boy. Like this motherfucking video, subscribe, and turn on post notifications to see when I post a new video, nigga. Have a good day. Fake Bloods.
Swag, a bunch of them get accused for cheating. But the backlash that I've received over these allegations are not nearly as brutal as what a man would get. The harassment I've been getting is not because I am cheating, as they say. A lot of it is go wash the dishes, go make me a sandwich. It's the same old jokes that were used in like 1960s that are still being used. Are they saying these things because they think I'm cheating? Or are they saying these things because they don't like watching women do better than them in a male dominant industry? I think that's really the question, because even before these cheating allegations started, the sexism in this community never slowed down. It was always there, and it became more prominent as my following started to grow.
And while some people may disagree that sexism played a role in some of the backlash she was
Sexism, I'm not gonna say sexism didn't play a role, but I'm not finna also let you sit here and make it seem like sexism was like a big part of what was going on.
receiving, it's definitely still worth acknowledging, because there is a problem with harassment toward women in gaming. The only problem with this response is that she never really dissected the clips that people were talking about. She just blamed it on sexism and called it a day. And as a result, the video was heavily disliked, with it having 22,000 dislikes. Wow. But it should be noted that regardless of all the dislikes, the response to this video online definitely wasn't one-sided. Because on one hand, you had a lot of positive comments that were encouraging her, with people saying she's speaking facts, or they just haters keep doing what you're doing. There
And then them the type of niggas that like
was also a bunch of women online coming to her.
them just a bunch, and then like of course, like, but okay. I'm gonna say it. Cancel me if you want to, gang. Like, I don't care if I end up getting big off this YouTube shit and then somebody come back. Cancel me for saying this if you want to, gang. Women need to stop coming to other women aid, gang. Nadia was cheating. Stop saying that shit, gang. You just like people doing shit for clout, attention. Now you're doing this for clout and attention. Shut the fuck up, gang. Or was you cheating too? And then y'all simping ass niggas, gang. That shit finna blow me too. Y'all niggas, they just hating. But like, it's proof, gang. Like, that's the only. Like, I've always been the type of person where I won't fully believe anything until I see proof. Like, this whole Jeffrey Epstein shit, I wasn't really believing it, or like none of that, or like no. Prime example, what they tried doing to MJ. And I know that's crazy to say because I think in another one of my videos, I was just talking about how MJ was. Oh, yeah. In my 2026 is the new 2016 video. I was talking about how MJ is not better than Uzi, which I do stand on. He made that shit today. That shit would not fly. Right? But, yeah. So, it really do come down to, like, y'all niggas be simping. Y'all need to shut up. Oh, but no, that's not what I was talking about. Right? But MJ, And they was talking about how he was doing this and that to these kids, gang. And I was hearing it like, okay, maybe MJ is weird, but I'm not saying I said maybe he's weird. I wasn't like, you would have asked me before the Jeffrey Epstein's documents came out. You would have asked me, do I think MJ was doing what they said he was doing? I would have been like, I don't know. I need proof. And them Epstein files is proof. My nigga wasn't doing nothing to them kids. He was saving them from the people that was doing something from them kids. And then when the kids at the time was telling y'all that he wasn't doing nothing to the kids, y'all still wasn't believing him because why? He was black. And I'm standing on that.
Defense, because from their eyes, they could understand the sexism in the gaming industry.
He was black and he stayed around kids. Michael Jackson is a friendly person, gang. So they're gonna throw those allegations at him any chance they can, gang. He stayed around kids. And not in no crazy way, gang, but like, you gotta think about it, gang. Most childhood, like, people who be famous since like really, really young, they tend to like have a childish mindset when they get older, gang. Michael Jackson been famous, gang. Since a boy, since young. I think like what?
For the article titled
like
"Call of Duty
10,
Dipshits
11,
Won't Stop Accusing Warzone's Top Female Streamer of Cheating," which is obviously a very biased titled article because it essentially
a biased titled article by Shishi Jinhai. Probably some fucking bum, gang. Like, bro.
anyone with criticism stupid. And this kind of discourse between the two sides of whether or not she was cheating would go on for a while until it ultimately reached a tipping point. And that tipping point would be when Nadia would compete in an in-person Modern
Yes. And she got smacked. Generally
Warfare 2 LAN tournament. As usual, when companies are scheduled to release a game soon, they usually give popular creators in the space early access to show it off and hype it up. And with the release of Modern Warfare 2's Warzone 2.0 coming out soon, they invited a bunch of creators to compete in a LAN tournament. And
when they made this Warzone, this is when they added a Sheikah Island, and this is when I stopped playing Warzone this is when the Warzone went
at the time,
booty ass spiral.
Nadia was one of the top female streamers.
No, this is talking about like this. I don't know what
he was also invited.
Yo, what's up, TikTok? Listen up. Call of Duty flew me and some other creators out that you might know to LA to play the newest game, MW2 and Warzone 2. So make sure you click here so you can watch.
Yes, Warzone 2, that shit was horrible.
You smoke these two.
You thought I was feeling you? You would have thought.
And with this tournament happening at the height of Nadia's cheating allegations spreading online, it would either make or break her career, and I'll explain why. Up until this point, Nadia's crazy high skill and skillful games, whether in regular lobbies or tournaments, were all done in the comfort of her home, on her own setup, which at the time, a lot of critics believed could be hiding hacks. However, the only difference with this tournament is that this would be
setup. They bring the setup for you, and all you do is log in. Merch. All you do is get it set up so you can like record and shit and log into your Warzone account. Other than that, you can't download nothing else. They won't
in person on a standard computer monitored by officials, meaning there was no possible way for her to cheat here. There was also the added bonus that since this was a LAN tournament and LAN stands for local area network, there would virtually be no lag or connection problems. In other words, from bad connection to aimbot,
she had no excuses to be horrible. She has no excuses to be shitty.
There was literally no excuses. So if Nadia performed well here, all of her critics would be silenced and no longer have any ammo that she was cheating. But on the other hand, if she played terribly, she could no longer deny the cheating allegations. And the people in her TikTok comment section knew this, with some of the comments being, aimbot doesn't work there, or your skill level better not change. 36,000 likes. You know you're not allowed to use a VPN when you play them, right? 77,000 likes. So obviously, there was a lot riding on the line here for Nadia, and it was her time to finally prove herself. But even before the tournament had begun, Nadia had already started making excuses, giving all of her viewers a foresight as to what was about to happen.
I'm gonna be honest with you, chat. Yesterday, they gave us a rehearsal time, okay? Come here and play. I did not play at all. I am probably the only person in this room that has not played the game once. So if you guys see me play like dog shit, it's because one, I haven't played at all.
We're back.
I have not touched this game, and 2, I was not allowed to bring my Cronus.
Now, some people might hear this and say that she's making excuses because she's about to play bad. And if you were one of those people, you would be correct, because Nadia then proceeded to play terrible in this tournament, putting on the worst performance her viewers have ever seen from her.
Get it reload.
What?
I think
Going 4-15, which is
4 and nigga, she had a 0.27 KD.
tied for the
Did the worst on the team.
bottom of the leaderboard when she's supposed to be the top female player. And it only gets worse from here, because while actually watching her gameplay, you start to realize that she doesn't actually know how to aim.
no, please.
Like, I thought my aim was horrible. But yo, Shotty, you really can't aim. I think she needs to try Aim Labs. Aim Labs is goated. Shout out Aim Labs. Not sponsored, but shout out Aim Labs. Like, Aim Labs helps me a lot with my Valorant aim. They really can't. What the? I know she did not just try to shoot hit fire with a cynic.
Like, how on earth does she play like this at the tournament when at home she plays like this?
Don't go. Oh my god.
Literally hitting every shot on a person ascending up a rope.
I did not walk. How?
And it wasn't just aim that was the problem, it seemed to be a complete misunderstanding of how to play the game in general, with her even starting to shoot at her own teammates.
I was talking to the chat.
The amount of time she shot at her own teammates was insane. Then her team had a UAV active and she still jumped around corners aiming in the other direction. And my favorite is every time she missed her shot, instead of shifting the joystick over to the line with the enemy, she just kept shooting air as if that sticky aim was going to kick in and snap onto the target. Because her performance was so bad, people instantly started making videos comparing to how differently she plays at home versus how she's playing here. And the differences were insane. She eventually gets the kill, but the aim at the beginning is completely off.
Wow. She's empty half of the clip at the air. Here she hits.
You're just a silly goose, aren't you?
I mean, that's easy shots though. You can hit that. I mean, that my little brother can hit that.
Yeah, her aim here is crazy. But as you guys can see, this is why she was being accused of cheating. And after this tournament, they sounded a lot more reasonable.
Hold on.
As a result of this
event,
the hate for Nadia tenfolded, with every theorist that alleged she was cheating before feeling completely validated after her horrid performance. And in response, since Nadia knew denying any of the allegations at this point would be futile, she decided to sarcastically play into them, regularly making videos and TikToks talking about how she's cheating and using aimbot.
I decided to turn off the aimbot for one day to see what I do, and I hit one of the nastiest clips you'll ever see. So maybe this clip right here will change your mind about me and show you why I am the best Warzone player, even without cheats.
And honestly, this became a genius marketing strategy and a new normal for her. Instead of denying the cheating allegations, she would just use them to title her videos and TikToks. And since she was already receiving a lot of hate comments, this was also used for engagement bait. And in the short term, it was a pretty good idea. However, even though she was getting smart with her marketing, as Warzone became less popular, so did her streams. With her
yeah, because Warzone got shitty, so. And it's like, nobody gonna watch you play another game because they know you high chance just gonna cheat in that too, so it's like. Yeah.
Having a steep decline in average viewership starting after November of 2022. And since she never really had a core audience, mainly people just hate watching, when the game decreased in popularity, she never really had a community to fall back on, which ultimately meant she would either need to find a way to be entertaining and develop a community or get left behind. And as a result, she completely quit Warzone, dropping the whole top female gamer act, and became a full-time hot tub streamer, completely killing any kind of small audience she did have, and replacing it with men who wanted to see her in a bikini. She even managed to quickly adapt into the honorary clickbait title and thumbnail combo, with new titles saying, "My crush has to do this if I win on Warzone," and "Ezra caught me cheating while they're all in bikinis." And while this new style of content did gradually seem to revive her streaming career, it did for all the wrong reasons. Even taking a look at her most popular clips on Twitch, it reveals what kind of content she became known for.
Y'all dared me and I got rejected. I don't know what to do. Like that was a dare. I got dared, right?
Yeah, we're not watching this, but you guys get what they did. Her content became freaky. That's as simple as it gets.
They was fucking. They started fucking on stream. Wow.
And in the midst of this new freaky era of hers, with her posting increasingly revealing pictures on Twitter, she also decided to join a platform like OF called Fan House. And on that platform is where she would post exclusive 18+ content, which was met with a lot of backlash from the general public, with the fall off officially being recognized. A little bit after this arc, she
like once you see females start relying to like OnlyFans and shit like that, it gets deeper. Notice how Twitter is her main link on her YouTube now. Yeah, she
did try returning to Call of Duty and Warzone, as you can gradually see her content start to shift back to COD. However, the viewership never recovered. She was even set to appear at a Delta Force streamer event alongside a bunch of skillful shooter streamers. However, due to all the backlash they were getting, they wound up taking her off the promotion, with Nadia claiming she was blacklisted from the event because of the bikini pictures she started posting. Which kind of leads us to where we are today, with Nadia not really having an identity and her viewership slowly falling off, with Nadia being in a constant decrease in viewership since April of 2025. And with her now focused on playing games again after nuking her audience with the bathtub streams, I'm not sure how well she's going to be able to build a community.
Not well at all. That's my thoughts. She should have never cheated. She should have. Well, I feel like Nadia would have had a better chance of doing whatever else she was doing if she just like. Oh no, like Nadia did dumb shit. That's what I'm gonna say. Nadia did like horrendously dumb shit again. So yeah, the Warzone Pro. That I definitely forgot about her. I'm not believing this. I mean, I thought he said he didn't forget about her. Yeah, definitely forgot about her. From programmer to OnlyFans. That's probably what I'm gonna name this video. Ain't no way people paying to see that. Yeah, I hope nobody would like what? Oh God, gang, y'all niggas is paying to see Nadia game beat, bro. Oh, pull out my phone, download the VPN, and watch porn, nigga. Watch fat corn. Like what? That shit dead. Okay, like I would like Shorty can't even like. I don't know. Shorty ugly as shit, bro. Merch. This a good video though. So you feel me? I hope y'all enjoy it. Hey yo, stay blessed. Remember, like, subscribe, comment your favorite part of the video, what you want to see next. Follow the Twitch, same as the YouTube. Live every Friday, 8 p.m. Eastern time, and yeah.